All right, hey guys, let's talk about abortion. So Texas passed the heartbeat law, which means no one can abort a baby with a heartbeat. It is a huge win. It is amazing, a praise God moment. But I'm getting a lot of messages from people that are really upset with me because I'm excited about this. I'm happy about this, and they're even calling me disgusting. So let's talk about it. Let's get to the bottom of why. First of all, abortion is murder, abortion is wrong, abortion is sin, and there should never be an exception. So let's cover some of the basis. The first thing I want to say is last year we got a lot of CPS reports and people trying to take our children because I did unassisted pregnancy and an unassisted birth with my 9th baby who was sleeping right there. And I also fast when I'm pregnant. I fast all the time, not just when I'm pregnant, but I don't use pregnancy or breastfeeding as an excuse not to fast or come before the Lord when he asks me to. I don't do crazy fast. I don't fast the whole pregnancy. I don't starve the baby. I just do what God asks. So people are trying to take my child or my children because of this, because I trust God with my births. But if I wanted to have an abortion because I couldn't mentally handle a 9th child, that's totally fine. I can do that all day. They would actually celebrate me and praise me. That's a problem. That's a double standard, and we have to stand up against this. We can't just let this mentality continue. We also need to really think about what we're supporting. We need to really think about what we're saying are exceptions. So I've prayed about this for years. Should women be able to get abortions, and are there exceptions? Let's go through some of them. So let's say a woman doesn't want to have a baby because she doesn't have the mental ability to do so. Well, there's always adoption. There's always other ways that you can still bring the child into this world. That child's life is not determined by your mental ability. That child's life doesn't have more worth because I mentally can handle it or I can't. Some days I feel like I can't mentally handle my 9 children. Some days it is amazing. That is just life. In life, we have ups and downs, and we work through healing those things. But that life is still valuable, and that life inside of that mother, even if she really, there's no option, she can adopt. She can give her baby away. I know so many families that are just waiting on somebody to help them have children. So much infertility. So let's, we just have to stop killing our kids, for killing the babies in our wombs because of other things. Another reason women get abortions is because they are mocked or ridiculed or have a baby young, or it's a mistake. But that is still murdering a child and still unacceptable. That's not a good example. I mean, not a good reason. I get mocked and ridiculed when I go places because of my kids, but I don't take it out on my kids. I don't kill them because everybody looks down on me. I don't kill them because I'm uncomfortable about my decision to have children. So those are just not valid reasons. The other reason is people say, well, what if someone's husband or boyfriend is abusing them? They don't want to bring the child into that environment, or that's not fair to the woman. She's in a bad situation. She doesn't want a baby by that person. Again, why are we letting these situations determine our children's worth? So let's just say my husband was abusing me and hurting me and made me mad. If I were to take that out on my baby, let's just say I went over and I punched my child in the face because my husband made me mad or my husband abused me because that was in a bad situation. Nobody would think that that was acceptable. That would be completely uncalled for me to take out my situation on my children. And this baby right here that's alive is just as alive as the babies in our wombs. So if I go take it out on this child, how is it any different that I'm taking out my situation, my feelings, my abuse out on a baby inside my womb? The other point is my body, my choice. Well, the baby isn't your body. The baby's in your body, but that baby has a choice over their body. I also don't think people take into account what actually happens inside a woman's body. And I will say, everybody, please go watch the movie Unplanned. It is, believe that's what it's called. It is eye-opening. It is hard to watch, but it's educational. And Abby, Abby Johnson, I don't remember her name. Abby, the girl that the movie is about, is amazing. Her platform is awesome, and she has so much wisdom in this area. So definitely check that out for more information and just to get an idea of what actually happens in abortion and to a woman after abortion. Abby has had some of them, and so she is just a living testimony as to why abortion's never okay. So anyway, inside of a woman's body, we are created to bear life, to bring life forward. That is how God created us. When you have an abortion, your womb, your body now becomes a graveyard. And that is physically traumatizing to your body, but emotionally it sticks with you forever. So many women go through depression, anxiety, and all kinds of mental illnesses because of the abortions they've had in the past. Women do not understand what is happening in our bodies. So if you are concerned about your body, it is just as bad for you as it is for killing the baby that's inside of you. So those are all things that need to be taken into consideration. This isn't just about, oh, I don't care about the women. I only care about the poor little babies. I do care about the babies, but I care about the women too. You don't understand the effects abortion has on women and the women that are creating graveyards in their own bodies. It is serious, and it really does affect you for your entire life. It's not something you can erase or take back. Let's see here. Okay, the question I keep getting over and over and over and over and over. What if somebody gets raped? What if a 14-year-old gets raped? What if somebody doesn't want to carry that baby? Well, I prayed about this years ago, and God really showed me. I mean, I 100% believe what the Bible says about babies, children being a blessing. I believe that when you are raped, that a terrible thing has happened. I think that that's awful. I don't endorse rape at all. I feel awful for anyone who has ever had to live through that. Now hear me out. I believe that a baby coming from that is God's blessing. Okay, that sounds crazy, I know. But if you take a terrible situation and God blesses you through that, I believe that is God's way of, that's his favor. Because imagine you just get raped and you have no baby and you just have these terrible memories the rest of your life. No rainbow from the storm. I believe when babies come from rape, there are rainbows from the storm. Now I know it'll be hard to look at that baby and as a reminder of what happened to you, but if we flip our mindset, if we take our perspective and we say, God gave this to me because I had to go through something so terrible, that child didn't do it. That child is completely innocent. That child that God's given you, even through rape, is a blessing, guys. And we have to flip our perspective and our mindset. Even if it's a 14-year-old, God's created their body to be able to bear children, which is why they became pregnant. That child is not at risk for giving birth. I believe that God will protect them, that they will have a healthy pregnancy. They can have their parents help them. They can adopt out the baby, or they can even get help and then raise the baby once they become of mothering age. There are so many options. We have to change our perspective. These children that we are bearing are not asking to be born. They are gifts. They are from God. And we can't take out our circumstances on our future children, on the babies in our womb. Just like I can't have a bad day and go beat my kids up. I can't have a bad day and go kill my baby right here. That's just as alive as the day she was born, the day she was conceived. I can't take it out on her. She is a precious gift from God, and there are no reasons that abortion should be okay. I can't kill my baby here and I can't kill my baby here. There's no difference. And I just, yes, it bothers me that we have created a difference. When we can't see the baby, when we see the baby, we have some kind of separation from that being an actual life. It would never be okay for me to murder anyone ever, unless the baby's in my womb and nobody can actually see it or call it a life. That is still a life. I was once in my mother's womb. You were once in your mother's womb. It would not be okay for someone to take a suction and suck pieces of your body apart when you're in their womb. The baby can feel pain, and the fact that people just assume that because you're inside someone's body you can't feel pain blows my mind. But I'm telling you guys, I'm challenging you. Think past your feelings and change your perspective. A baby is a blessing no matter what. They don't have to be a reminder of our circumstances. They can be freedom from our circumstances. Like, nobody ever understands what a baby is how a baby is going to change your life until you have it. Like, I can't imagine my life with 10 children. But I know that if I get pregnant again, that baby is going to be just as much of a blessing as this one is. I could never imagine this baby being such a blessing and joy to my family because I didn't have her yet. But every single child has been the most joy that I can't even picture. So, you know, when you had your first baby and you were like, yeah, sounds cool. That's nice. It'll be awesome. But you have no idea what it feels like to love somebody that has been born from your body. And once you give birth to that baby, the amount of love you have is undescribable. The joy that you receive is out of this world. So I'm just saying, we have to stop taking our circumstances out on these unborn children. We have to fight for the unborn. We have to make murder, no matter what the case. So I'm just hoping maybe this will help you guys change your perspectives. Just like people accuse me of abusing my baby by fasting or having an unassisted pregnancy where I'm not seeing a doctor telling me what to do all the time. Guys, that's considered abuse, but abortion is okay. The same people are doing both things. The people that are attacking me about having an unassisted birth are the ones attacking me for not being okay with abortion. It doesn't make any sense. And we have to start thinking, what does God want? What is really murder? What is really happening in our bodies? If you don't want a baby, if you don't have the mental capacity, don't have sex, because that is what will happen. I also think it's a little bit crazy how back then people didn't have birth control and they knew what happened when you had sex. There wasn't so much promiscuity happening. There was no feminist movement. And so I don't even know if there was abortion back then. I don't know. But people really did value life. They had big families. It wasn't a big deal. And now all of a sudden, babies are such a burden. Abortion is celebrated. People are throwing parties about their abortions and making posts about it, throwing parties about their vasectomies. Like, guys, this world is crazy, and we don't want to get sucked into the mindset that the world is trying to suck us into. It is not okay to have an abortion. Children are a blessing, regardless of your circumstance, regardless of what happens to you. We can't take it out on them. Just like I will not take out my feelings and emotions on my children every day. We cannot take it out on our pregnancies. Okay? I hope this sheds a little bit of light on things. I don't know. I don't know if I helped at all. But those are my thoughts, my beliefs. Message me if you have any other questions. All right. Well, you'll have a good day. Bye.